Okay, all right. Welcome, everyone, and welcome to the very first quarantine conversation. I'm Chris Wirsing, and with Honolulu Real Producers, and hope everybody's having a great week, and most importantly, staying safe. I'm joined here today with Daniel Arita from American Carpet One, and we're just kind of hanging out. We're going to do a 10-15 minute interview here. So Daniel, just want to say first and foremost, thank you for your partnership. Obviously, I've really enjoyed getting to know you. I can't wait to get to know you and your team better. You guys just have an incredible staff over there that we've been impressed with. So thanks for hopping on and joining us here today.
Yeah, no, thank you for having us. We appreciate it, and we appreciate you thinking about us to join the Honolulu Real Producers. It's actually a real honor to be a part of this and to be working with the top 500 realtors in the state of Hawaii. So it's very exciting.
Yeah, I mean, we're excited about it, as you know. Couple cool things about American Carpet One that I find personally interesting, and we'll probably touch on some of this, but you guys are locally owned and operated since 1974, employee-owned company, which is fantastic, and really just a one-stop shop for all your home remodeling needs. And my guess is we'll probably gravitate in this direction, but your virtual consultations and shop at home services and in-home installers, we'll touch on that. But before we kind of get into the business, what everybody wants to know is how are you doing personally, just kind of navigating through the crazy time that we're in?
It's funny. I was planning to grow out my hair from December, so I kind of grew it through January. Then I had finally in February, I was like, I gotta cut my hair, and so I cut my hair in February, but it wasn't just kind of like a trim. And now I'm just like, okay, do I shave it or do I just let it grow? And do I give myself the Chris look? So I know you're kind of mentioning something about you getting a haircut the other day, right?
Yeah, it was. So I was getting pretty long, and my wife ended up giving me a trim. It's the first time that she's ever cut my hair. So this is the result. So, but
Yeah.
I guess you can give a trim for sure.
Yeah. No, I actually I just got off a call with Derek Cam, and he's doing the long hair too, and he said it's the 70s look. So I guess I'm rocking the 70s look.
I like it. Pretty much, by the way, hopefully not at the end of this, everybody's going to be 70s look, but hopefully
Yeah.
not. So yeah, Daniel, let's talk shop a little bit. So tell us a little bit about you and your story, and kind of everything that you guys have over there going on at American Carpet One.
Yeah, so for myself, I've been blessed to be born with a dad that's been very kind and generous to not only our family and to myself, but to our employees. Like you said, Chris, he started in 1974 with this business, and it was called the Carpet Shop. And he quickly realized he made a mistake by calling it the Carpet Shop, because everybody's like, "Hey, which carpet shop? Whose carpet shop?" And he loves to tell that story. So he quickly changed the name, and it evolved into what it is now, American Carpet One Floor and Home. People ask me, how long have you been in the business? And I'm still 34. So I tell them 34 years. I was born on carpet. They wrapped me in carpet, not blankets. So it's something that once you are born into a family business, like I'm sure a lot of other people are, they end up working from a young age. And so the first job I had with the company was, in the warehouse, and he wanted me to get dirty. I was playing football in high school and soccer, and so he wanted me to get some muscles. So his favorite thing was give Daniel the cushion containers, which normally had like about 300 rolls of cushion that were like 100 pounds each. And I'm in there with these big, warehouse guys. They're just pulling it one-handedly, and I'm struggling to pull it with two hands. So it was very interesting, and I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot. Working in the warehouse, then moving into installation. I would install carpets. I would install hard surface flooring, and I did that a lot of times throughout my summers. And in high school, I never really thought about if I wanted to come into the business yet, because I was just kind of like, hey, let me get into college. So I went to HBA for high school, Hawaii Baptist Academy, and then I went to Point Loma Nazarene University in San Diego. And there I studied business. And it wasn't until like my third year in college, then I realized, okay, maybe I should, think about going back and working for my dad. Because at that time I was thinking, oh, I should be a surf rep, like a surf salesman, work for Billabong, and that'd be a cool gig. But then I quickly realized I probably can have a better living if I work for my dad.
That's right.
So after I graduated, I came home, and again, he's like, all right, we're gonna put you back into installation. I'm like, really? I got this degree, and you want me to go back? And so I said, okay, sure. But the cool thing about that is we had so many new products over just that 4-year period, that he wanted me to understand the new systems of how we do business and how our installation has evolved. So it was actually very beneficial for me to go back into installation, then to learn about our customer care department, and how the operations works with our logistics and with our containers and servicing customers before I went into sales. Once I got into sales, I got pretty excited because I love selling, and I love meeting people. I love working with them, and making their project turn from what it was, old carpet to new carpet, old flooring to new flooring. And I was excited. And then 3 months or 4 months into it, he said, okay, I need you to be the assistant manager. And I was like, wait, what? Assistant manager? Like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm only 22 years old, like, I need to learn how to sell a little bit more. He's like, don't worry, you're gonna do both. And so I'm like, okay. And I think that's the deal with family businesses. The dad, or the generation above you, is just like, hey, go do this and go figure it out. And they don't really teach you. You have to kind of learn for yourself. So it was very challenging and interesting. So as I got through the management, I started managing all different stores that we have, and all different departments that we have. And I got to a point where maybe about, I think it's 6 years ago, or 5 or 6 years ago, he promoted me to vice president of the company. And since then, I mean, it's definitely been challenging, and we've grown the business a lot to many different things. And we decided to add that extra part to our name, American Carpet One Floor and Home, because now we do more than just the floors. We really want to focus on the whole home and the home renovation. So
Yeah,
that's a little bit about myself. I can keep going, but
yeah, I mean, I remember just from our first meeting, one of the things that I found really neat is that you really learned all of the facets of the business, and some of it probably you were just thrown into it. So if we can transition, Daniel, what kind of separates you guys and your services maybe from some of the others in the industry?
I think the one thing you said earlier about us being employee owned, I think that's actually the biggest thing that separates us from most companies in Hawaii. I think employee owned companies, there's less than 100 companies in Hawaii that are employee owned, when there's thousands of companies on the island and throughout Hawaii. So being employee owned, the huge benefit to that is any employee or any potential person that comes in, when they become an employee, they become an owner of the company, and they get shares in the company. And the profitability of the company is what is the share value of the company. So the cool thing about it is that the employees don't have to pay to buy shares. They're not buying into it. They're not using their own money. It's their hard work and their effort that they gain the shares. And it's when they grow themselves and they make more money within our company, they gain the shares. So they have an interest in the company to want to do better and want to service our customers better. And we've been doing this. This is our 5th year in being employee owned. And in the beginning, our employees are like, what does this mean? It doesn't make any sense. And because we owe money to the seller, who is my dad, at least that my dad sold the company to the employees, our share value is very low. But as we grow and as we've done better throughout the years, you can see the employees are getting more shares, the share value is growing, and they're seeing the money. And it's basically another retirement fund for them that they don't need to put their own money into. And basically to work for a company and have the generosity to get the money and have another retirement fund is amazing. And they work harder. And they also, the one thing they do is they actually look at the new hires, and they want to make sure that they fall into the whole culture that we have of employee ownership. So with being employee owned, the benefit to our customers is that they're working with a locally owned company that is employee owned. So it's a double whammy, where it's not a big corporation. You're supporting the people of Hawaii when you work with us. And we realize that too, and we want to make sure we take care of you when you come and work with us. So being employee owned is probably the biggest benefit to working with us. And for a lot of people, they don't understand it either. And but you will get it when you come in and you get the great service from us, and you can see that we will take care of you from start to finish in any project that we do.
Yeah, I mean, one of 100 or less employee owned, which is awesome. And I love what you said is, when someone new comes in, everybody, right? Everybody takes pride in making sure that that individual does a great job in servicing the customer, which is fantastic. So, what would you say, Daniel, that you enjoy the most, kind of about what you do and the role that you're in?
I've had to go from customer facing to now just more internal customer facing. And so, I came up with this theory, and maybe it's because I'm in the position that I'm in, but I used to think about external customers and internal customers, and I used to put them kind of side by side to each other. And for me as a manager, who do I concentrate on? And I realized, I really need to concentrate more on the internal customers and then our external customers, and treat our internal customers like, are better than external customers, so that our internal customers are treating our external customers just as good or even better than how I treat the internal customers. So our internal customers, again, is all of our employees, and I enjoy working and developing with them every single day. I mean, my day is filled with meetings with my team. I want to make sure that they're supported. I'm answering any questions because our goal here is to be successful at what we do, and I need to make sure that they're successful at what they do. So I enjoy working with our team. But what I also enjoy about our business is seeing a customer come to us with a problem, and we give them a solution, and when it's all done, they're just smiling and happy, and they're so happy that they've worked with us. I mean, now that we can do a full home remodel for our clients, and not just only the flooring, the customer can come into a one-stop shop and get their flooring, of course, but they can also get their cabinets, they can get their countertops, they can get their windows, their doors, their plumbing fixtures. So we can come in and do everything, but you're only, the client's only coming to one place. And it's very important, that they don't go to multiple places, and we just take care of it, all for them here at American Carpet, One Floor and Home.
Yeah, I mean, it's fantastic. And I've had, the privilege of just meeting a handful of, your associates there. And like I said, I've been impressed all the way around. So I'll throw you for a little loop here, Daniel, kind of tell everybody, maybe something that not too many people know about you.
All right. Let's see. I got three things. Okay. I'll start off heavy. The first thing, and I really don't care about saying this because it's such, it was such a learning experience for me. I got kicked out of high school in my freshman year in high school. It was really for being a rascal young 14-year-old, and getting caught with the wrong group at the wrong time, and ended up getting kicked out for drinking on campus. Smart HBA Hawaii Baptist student. So sorry, Hawaii Baptist, but yeah. But then they let me back in. On 11th grade. And I tell this story. Actually, I told this story at our graduation, where right when you're graduating, they give you the diploma. They say, you can give a speech, or give like a little one-liner that you want everybody to know. And HBA actually accepted me 3 times. I went there 5th grade, and then my parents pulled me out for 7th grade because I was rascal, so they made me homeschool for 7th and 8th grade. Then I got kicked out 9th grade, or I got back in 9th grade. I got kicked out, and then they let me back in 11th grade. So I think I might be the only person that ever went to the HBA 3 times, or got accepted 3 times. But yeah, I mean, actually, one more thing. I'll share this. Right after college, because I was a surf bum, and I was kind of saying goodbye to my surfing business career, or being in the surf industry, I told my dad, before I come home, I really want to go to Samoa. And he's like, for what? And I said, well, I want to work at this surf resort. And he's like, doing what? I said, well, I'm going to be a surf guide slash boatman. He goes, well, what does that mean? And I'm like, well, all I do is take surfers around and, be in the hospitality business. And I think when I said hospitality, then that probably made him feel like, oh, okay, at least you're gonna learn some good skills over there. But basically, all I did was surf all day for 3 months and work with our guests. But it was probably one of the best experiences that I've had. And after that, I was ready to get back into work. So it's good.
I love it. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. So let's kind of, transition again. How, Daniel, has COVID-19 affected your business?
Okay, well, COVID-19, this whole coronavirus, the pandemic has crushed, many businesses, and including ours. I mean, I can say we are getting crushed. But I think, for us, again, like I said, we're lucky to have great people because they're all working hard to continue the business and to continue it going forward. What we have to do, I think about maybe 3 weeks ago, is we decided to say to all of our people, we're looking at the different options. Do we lay people off? Do we furlough? How do we make this work? Because the business is not there. I mean, our business has dropped, over 50%, and we're not covering our costs right now. So what do we do? And so about a month and a half ago, my dad and myself and our controller, we already made the decision that we're going to defer any of our pay because we need the cash flow to continue the business moving. But then about 3 weeks ago, we said, okay, as a whole company, we need to look at doing a 20% reduction for everyone's pay. And it was probably the hardest thing to do, to tell everybody we're going to do a pay reduction, because even in 2009, when we had the economic meltdown, we didn't do any reductions or anything. But this is way worse than 2009, and it happened so quickly. What happened was, during that time, though, during the past 3 weeks, they came out with that Paycheck Protection Program loan. And when we heard about that, we started working real quickly with our bank, First Line Bank, and they got us all the paperwork real quickly, and we started getting it. And I like to say that this past Monday, we got approved for the loan. And with that, it's been the biggest blessing for us, because now with this loan, for the next 8 weeks, we can actually pay all of our employees, back to their normal pay. And actually, for our salespeople, we can pay them their average pay that they've been making the last year, which is, way better. Normally they get paid on a draw, but now they're getting paid higher than that, even though they're not making the commissions, and they're still eligible for commissions if they make commissions, during this time. So, the employees right now, our team, they're all fired up. They're all happy. I mean, this has been a true blessing from the government. I mean, I can't believe that they'll give us a loan like this that, can possibly be forgiven, and, allow us to keep our employees working, and so that, hopefully in 8 weeks, when that time frame is up, hopefully we can kind of get back to a little bit more of the normal business that we had before this. But as far as like the traffic in the store, I mean, we're down traffic, 80%, which, is very understandable, because you got to stay at home, and people aren't leaving their house as much, which I believe is a good thing. But yes, I mean, it's definitely hurt our business. I want to share a little bit on my personal side. And I don't know if my wife is gonna like this, but it doesn't matter. My wife, she works for Palimomi and Kapilani, and she is an ER doctor. And just to kind of give everyone some perspective, like, she is normally slammed, but during this time, she's actually not that busy, and the hospitals are not that busy. And the reason for that is because the patients going in to the ER right now either really have an emergency, or they're actually sick with this COVID-19 or coronavirus. So it's a good thing, and and a bad thing, but it's a good thing that, only the people who are seriously sick are going in and getting the care that they need from emergency rooms. Because I think if you are sick or you have any type of um, pains or anything, people are going to their doctors or they're going to, urgent cares, and staying away from the emergency rooms. But it's strange. I mean, you look at like New York, they're slammed, and the pandemic has hit them, harder than anywhere else in the country. But for Hawaii, I think we're doing pretty good. Everybody has been following, the state orders of stay at home, and I think together as a community, everybody in Hawaii will get through this, and we'll persevere. And I think we'll do it a lot quicker than a lot of our the other states in the country.
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, just what you guys are able to do for your employees, and really practicing what you preach is incredible. And some people know this. I'm originally from Chicago, and I've said this countless times that I've been very impressed with how this community has handled staying at home, being cautious. So it's the sooner that we can do that, the sooner we can get out of it. So thank you for sharing. So kind of last thing, Dan, what advice do you have for maybe potential clients during these times? How can people find you, and just really the services and ideas that you guys have implemented to allow customers to be safe and shop at home? If you kind of talk to us a little bit about that.
Yes. So, I am 34. I'm a millennial, and I've gone through a lot of change. I love change. This last month, the change has actually been exhausting for me, because I feel like every day things are changing. But I believe that the change that we're going through right now is great, and it's going to allow us to be a better business going forward in the future to service our customers. And one of the things that we've done right now is actually we started it in January, and it's called our Shop at Home program. And with our Shop at Home program, we actually have a van that has all of our samples that we have in stock, and we have over 300 SKUs of different styles and colors that we stock in our warehouses. And our Shop at Home guy will go out and can show you the products in your home. Along with that, we've invested in a technology called Roomvo, which is a room visualizer. And you can actually, and you can go to our website and just go to our website and look for Roomvo, and you click on it, and you can take a picture of your own home, wherever it is, and you can start inserting pictures of the floors that we have in stock. And it's probably one of the coolest room visualizers in the flooring industry. I don't think anybody else has it right now, at least in Hawaii. And then along with that, our salespeople who are working in store, they're all now equipped to do virtual consultations. So Zoom meetings like how we're on right now, we can do a Zoom meeting with any of our clients. And what I love about the Zoom meeting that I think will last, through this pandemic and when everything gets opened up again, is that when whether you're a realtor or you're a client or whoever it is, you can actually be in the home, and we can talk to you from our office, and we can show you samples. And then again, you can use your room visualizer tool to see what it would look like in that home. And for us, I think it gives us a better perspective to kind of understand the project that you're going to be working on, whether it's the cabinets, the countertops, the flooring. We would have a better visual, by doing a virtual consultation like this. So really, I mean, getting our sales staff into more technology, and doing it quickly has definitely been a challenge. But I believe that this is where we're going to be doing a lot of our business in the future. I know it looks like my virtual. Yeah, it looks like I'm at the beach right now, but I've been in my office probably like the last 3 weeks on these virtual consultations or virtual meetings. And just talking to people through the screen. And I feel like through this time, not only will people in business get really good at this, but our clients will really get good at doing the video conferencing, and it might be a preferred way of doing business in the future. And it would allow us to also meet with customers when our doors are closed, and we can actually talk to them and work through their projects. So it's pretty exciting to do this. And the one thing I'm hoping for, through all of this for our potential, clients is, I think right now is the best time for businesses to really come together and to work together to persevere through all of this. And it's actually the best time to be networking with people and to be talking to others. And really, it's not about selling. It's just about, hey, let's get to know each other. Let's figure out how we can, do this together to get out of this pandemic. Because I mean, we need all the businesses, still going, and we don't want to see anybody, go out of business. We want to work together to, especially help the local businesses get out of this pandemic.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's a lot there, and just the virtual consultations, the shop at home services that you offer, and I do believe that because of this, and it's tough on a lot of people, we are going to be stronger and learn a lot. And even just I picture someone at 8 or 9 p.m. Husband and wife jumping on a Zoom with you and them showing you their kitchen or their floors. So really great stuff there. So Daniel, kind of as we wrap this up, and again, thank you for jumping on and thank you for your partnership. Just if you can tell individuals how they can get a hold of you, whether it's phone number, website, or what's the best efficient way for them to connect with you about some of the stuff that we chatted about today.
Yeah, I think the best way right now is to go to our website. It's www.americancarpet1.com, and one is spelled out. Or you can go to our Instagram page. It's at American Carpet One, and one again is spelled out. And same thing at Facebook, American Carpet One. If you go through our digital platforms, I think we are prepared to consult with you or talk to you or answer any questions. The main thing, we are an essential business, and we are here for you. And if you have any projects or if you have any emergencies, we are open to service you, and you don't have to come into the store, even though our store is open. The other thing you can do is call our office line, and it actually rings out to all of our sales team. And the number is 832-2000. Again, it's 832-2000.
Awesome. Well, once again, thanks for joining us, Daniel. Please give my best to everybody there and stay safe. And, we're going to get through this together. All right, my friend?
All right. Sounds good. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it.
All right. Aloha, buddy. Take care.
All right.